going to be a good chest and back workout today. And it's 4:22 in the morning. We're going to do chest and back together to try to kind of get a full upper body pump. I'm not really working arms right now. I think genetically I've always kind of had bigger arms. I need my chest and back and my legs to kind of pull through. So I'm focusing on them, and I'll work out my arms, but it's more like I'll do it once a week. And usually it's like a Mike Mentzer workout, so it's secondary. Oh, I'm not going to the right address. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, so I'll work chest and back together Monday, and then Tuesday I'll have a core day. That's when I work out my abs, my obliques, and my lower back. I think that's a big part of having a well-balanced looking physique, having a good core, right? And then I'll have leg day on Wednesday, and then I'll repeat the cycle. The only difference is when Thursday comes around, I'm gonna do chest and back. I'm gonna do a little Mike Mentzer workout of arms. And that's really all I do for arms. I do shoulders, biceps, and triceps all together after my full chest and back workout. And maybe I'll start working arms more. Maybe I won't. But for right now, it's just really important to me that I get my chest and back and my legs a little buffer, you know? I'm eating 4,000 calories right now, which is a lot harder than it sounds. It's mainly just doing dishes that gets me. I'm constantly washing and putting away dishes and making food. It takes forever. You know, I'm making eggs and toast and avocados, and I'm making sandwiches, and I'm making pasta, and I don't even like pasta, but I need more carbs. You know, I'm making pasta and eating it plain. I just have these noodles that I cook up, and then I literally, like, while they're still hot, I'll just eat them. It's all right. It's honestly not that hard. It's only like a cup or 2 cups of noodles. But it's like, I have to make them and get the water boiling, you know what I mean? Put the dishes away, and like sometimes I'm out. That's the other thing. If I'm like at my family's house or at my cousin's house, or I'm just out with friends and it's dinner time and I already have like a meal planned for dinner, it's like, okay, I gotta kind of if we're at Chipotle or something, figure it out. Or In-N-Out Burger. I don't try to eat a lot of fats, but my rule is, that red light came out of nowhere. No, but my rule is like social. I have a social rule where I'm gonna eat healthy, perfect balance of carbs and fats and calories and proteins, unless I'm in a social setting. So it's like my friends want to go to In-N-Out, and you know, maybe I haven't gone in a while. I'll be like, yeah, go to In-N-Out. I'm not gonna be the guy that's like bringing my own meal, like a Tupperware of chicken and rice, to In-N-Out Burger. I'm gonna have a burger. That's what In-N-Out's for, and it's freaking delicious. But like, you know, I'm not gonna go to In-N-Out by myself and get a burger, right? I'm kind of hungry, honestly. I should have had a banana or something. Yeah. When I get home, I'll probably have eggs and toast and avocado. I've been eating that for breakfast for like weeks. It just doesn't get old. You know, when you have foods that just don't really get old. Also, chocolate milk. It has like the perfect calories and proteins and fats. Maybe a little heavy on the fats. Definitely too heavy on the sugar. But it's just the perfect protein, calories, and carbs. I mean, it's crazy. I drink a lot of chocolate milk. And it's one of those things where if you're struggling to get calories in, you need an extra 1,000 calories. Just have a couple glasses of chocolate milk every meal. It'll put your calories right where you need them. And the best part about chocolate milk is you can kind of gauge how much you need. You can get more, you can get less. You can say, hey, today I'm a little heavy on my nutrients. I don't need chocolate milk today. Just don't drink it. You know what I mean? It's really been kind of saving my life here. Also, I buy, I like to drink smoothies, right? And it's important to get your fruits and veggies in. Don't get me wrong. But I can't stand the waste if I'll buy fresh fruit and vegetables and, you know, they'll go bad and I'll just throw them away because I'm just buying for myself, right? But a major life hack is buy frozen fruits and frozen vegetables and get like the mixes. So I have this California mix vegetables. It's literally like broccoli and cauliflower and carrots and a few other things. And I will put that inside my smoothie. And I'll have mixed berries that I put in there. And I have a banana every day as well. Bananas are really great. Calories and carbs and your vitamins and your potassium. You gotta have bananas, man. They're so good. But, and it's also when you're buying frozen like that, you can also just blend it with some water and then you're good. You know, you don't need to add any ice. So it's gonna be cold. There's no waste, and you also don't need to worry about buying 20 different plants to put in your smoothie because you're buying a pack, right? You're buying blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, whatever, and then you're buying, the mangoes, and you're buying a bunch of vegetables. It's really great. Here we go. All right. Let's do it. We're gonna start out with a 45 and just see how that feels. Yeah, I feel like we can add a little bit more weight. Not too much though, honestly. I want to be aiming for about 6 to 12 reps. And I want to almost fail between them, but not fail because I don't have a spotter today. All right, it's an extra 20 pounds. So a little premature on that last rep. I would have gone for 6 with a spotter, but I think that was my last rep. Let's move the weight down just like 10 pounds. All right, we're 10 pounds lighter now. We're gonna try it out. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What?
Want it to keep rolling?
Yeah, man.
Can I remind you how freaking incredible you are?
Appreciate it, bro.
Have you been? Tell me your name again.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, you're incredible. You think you just lift weights? You lift ass. You serious?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Sheesh, look at this. You're amazing.
Getting started, yeah.
That's fantastic. People are probably a little too intimidated to tell you, but I'm not. You're extraordinary.
Sweet. Thanks, brother.
Oh my gosh.
Appreciate it.
You're always welcome, man. Great. What a great man. Thank
You too.
Jonathan.
Yeah, see ya. That guy was super nice.
And to see
Yeah, rocking the Crocs too.
great minds.
Right?
Wait, how long have you been lifting?
Oh man, I've been
Look at
lifting
this
for
guy.
maybe 5 years or so.
It shows. It
But
shows. Thank
yeah,
you.
I haven't worked out in a year though, so I'm trying to get back to where I was.
They It won't take you long.
Yeah.
How you do anything is how you do everything. You're
Yep,
extraordinary.
exactly.
Yeah. And what are you, 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah, about 6'2".
Yeah. You lift us.
Appreciate it, brother. All right, we're gonna be doing, usually I do pull-ups, but I'm just gonna do the pull-down machine today. I wanna get a nice squeeze in that middle part of my back. And I always feel it, at least for me, I feel it right in the middle of my back when I do these. It's a little light. But it's good, I feel engaged now. That was a good set, I felt that one. Drop set. Good drop set. Let's move on. I always like to do this usually after bench press just because it gets you a nice squeeze as opposed to just like dumbbell press or something different. But today I'm just trying to squeeze the upper muscles. I feel it more in my upper chest when I do squeezing. Might do a pec deck after this as well. And this was just the weight that was already on, so we're gonna try it out. Maybe move it up. We're gonna move it up. All right, we got the 25s on. Let's try it. That wasn't all my reps, but I felt it a lot. So we're gonna count that as a set. That's my third set. Let's do some pec deck. Well, we'll do a back workout first, and then we'll hit the pec deck and do push-ups to finish the chest workout. But let's do something for back. All right, set 2. Move the weight up to 140. That was a little heavy. I didn't feel it as much in my back like I did in my arms. Whew. Feeling it a lot in my shoulders. I always like the pec deck, but I always seem to feel it in my biceps. And sometimes those get more fatigued than my chest does. So we're gonna try to push through the bicep pain to really clench chest together. Yeah, that one hurt. I'm feeling pumped up right now. Absolutely pumped up. Oh man. That's 3. So that's it for that one.
trick on here is if there's a place to put your feet and you're resting your chest against a cushion like this, is actually try to put more pressure into your feet than in your chest, because that's going to activate your back more as a stabilizer. And more than just stabilizing, it also like gives you a better squeeze, you know, just activating those different parts of your back. We'll do one more of those. What time is it here? 5:08. All right. Not too bad. Pretty quick workout, all things considered. We're not finished yet though. All right. Let's do some push-ups. I like to do push-ups until I can't do anymore, then I'll do push-ups on my knees. Gives you a really nice chest pump if you don't do it. You should start. Oh man, I'm really feeling that in my shoulders right now. This is always the hardest part, the burnout. But it's important. Gives you that juicy pump. Juicy. Oh, it smells like sweat. Okay. This is a really good burnout for your back. It's kind of hard to go till failure because it's kind of like doing cardio, but I still just kind of go till I feel the burn, you know? It's a little light. All right, here we go. call that one. Wow, that burns. Instead of doing another set of this, let's just do some pull-ups and negative pull-ups to finish it off. All right, that's gonna be the end. All right, that was a pretty good workout. When you guys weren't looking, I went back and did like 20 minutes on the stair climber. That's brutal. That is brutal. It's almost 5:40. So it was a pretty good workout. Pretty short, I'd say, which isn't bad. And I mean, as long as you hit it hard, you don't need to spend 3 hours in the gym. You know, and if you're the kind of person that thinks you need to spend 3 hours in the gym, go to Wikipedia and learn about a man named Mike Mentzer. And he's gonna open your eyes a little. Whew. Nice and cold out there. Speed bump. Nice and cold. I could really go for a McFlurry right now. That sounds awesome. Should I get a McFlurry? Yeah. We're gonna get a McFlurry real quick. It's just gonna be a special treat. I know I was literally saying earlier, my rule is I don't eat crap unless there's like a social reason for it. But I mean, I feel like we're hanging out, you know? That seems pretty social to me, right? And the body knows what the body needs.
Right now, that's a McFlurry. I don't know if I should get an M&M or an Oreo. I think normally I do Oreo, but I'm really feeling some like cold ice cream M&Ms, you know? You ever feel that way? I think we all feel that way sometimes. It's perfectly normal to need a little treat like that. I promise I'll go home and I'll get a good breakfast. It's like it never happened, right? I'll go home and we'll do egg whites on toast, avocado toast. I like to put a little Frank sauce on mine. Frank sauce is so good. Especially on like buffalo wings. You know what's delicious? Air fried buffalo wings. Not buffalo wings, air fried wings. And you put buffalo sauce on it, like Frank's Buffalo. Oh my gosh. So good. If you melt in the microwave like some butter and you do half Frank's sauce, half butter, and you air fry the wings, it's healthier that way, you know, even though you're putting butter all over it, but you air fry the wings, they're crunchy. You put your buffalo sauce on it. Gosh, I should make that for dinner. I think I'm gonna go to the store later. Buffalo sauce. That's good stuff. But yeah, anyways, I put that all over my eggs. It's delicious. And I don't know, I'm like, sometimes I do like a full egg sometimes and like 3 egg whites. I don't like too many egg yolks. I think I just ate too many eggs. And now it's just too many. Does that make sense? Is McDonald's even selling ice cream right now? 5:40 in the morning? They should be, right? Dude, they're always getting me though. I have the McDonald's app and I'm always getting free stuff on it. You know, it's like just every time you go to McDonald's, just use it and then you'll get free stuff. Let's see if we can add a McFlurry. Add rewards. I don't think I can add a McFlurry on. What? I can't get the M&M. Why is it just the Oreo one that has a deal? What the? This is crazy. I have 6,000 points and I can't spend them because it's not breakfast time for some reason. Probably starts at 6. We're a little too early. Ooh, I can get a vanilla cone. Should I just get the vanilla cone? We're just gonna get the vanilla cone today because the app's being weird. It's too early. Hello? Hello? What are they doing in there? Hello? Anyone? Oh gosh. I was so excited. No, they open at 6. I didn't know McDonald's closed. This ruined my whole morning. McDonald's is always letting me down. Like, I know I was just hyping it up with the app and everything, but it's always letting me down. One time, I was with my cousin, Riley, and we were driving for like an hour because we were at a wedding. I forget whose wedding it was, and we had to drive somebody home because their car got like locked in a fence and it was closed all night. And we drove like, it was in the middle of the night. It was like, I was so tired. It was like 2 to 4 in the morning. We were driving, me and Riley. And we finally get back home and we're like starving, you know, as people tend to starve on long, extensive journey. If you've seen Lord of the Rings, you know what I'm talking about. We were starving and we pull up to McDonald's. All I wanted was a McFlurry, you know? And that's all I talked about, I think, on the whole way home for like a whole hour. Just how great McDonald's was, how great the food is, and ice cream especially. Pull up, and they're like out of McNuggets, first of all. So there goes my food. Starving. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, okay, give me a McFlurry. And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't serve ice cream at 4 in the morning. It's like, does it just like depend on the location? Because I thought McDonald's was open 24/7. Am I crazy for thinking that? Also, 4 a.m. that's the time you should be only serving ice cream. Like, nobody's gonna want to buy food at 3 in the morning. You know what they will want to buy? a little bit of ice cream, you know? You're out with your friends, it's late, let's get some ice cream. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be like, oh, it's 3 a.m., let's grab a burger. You know? Who thinks that? I should open up my own McDonald's franchise and just call it ice cream. Just ice cream. And the machines are never broken. Sometimes they're straight up lying about it, you know? Saying it's not broken when it... You know, saying it is broken when it's not broken. I feel like they're definitely lying about it because it's just crazy. I don't get it. There must be some reason their machines are always out. And is it just McDonald's? I don't think I've ever gone to Wendy's and asked for a Frosty and they were like, oh, sorry, our ice cream machine's broken. Like, no, that's just McDonald's. And you'd think, like, having a freaking restaurant that big, it's a literal public company. You know? It's a franchise. You'd think they'd figure out their ice cream machines by now. They must be benefiting from having broken ice cream machines somehow. Something I'm not understanding. They have the technology. The technology exists now where you can have ice cream machines that work and then you can have people that fix broken ice cream machines. I don't get it. Have you seen those, you know those videos when someone orders ice cream from McDonald's and they say it's broken and they climb through the window and they're like, let me get it myself then. I'm about to do that. I'm gonna have to soon. If they don't start opening their doors up. I feel like there's just no good time to close a fast food place because people are out till 3 a.m. partying it up, right? And if you want a little McDonald's at 3 a.m., they should be open. You know what I mean? That's a perfectly valid time to have your restaurant open. And 5 a.m. is for the early birds, and they should have their restaurant open at 5 a.m. and start serving breakfast. You know, let's not kid ourselves. The only time, I guess, nobody is awake is 4 a.m. You know? Like, it seems, it's such an odd time. Like, I get up at 4 a.m. just to come film these videos and go to the gym and it's less busy. But who's getting up at 4 a.m.? What a weird time. You know, it's not like... It's like too early. 5 a.m. is like, oh, I get up at 5 a.m. and it's like, okay, that's like almost the earliest you can wake up and it's normal to me. Like 6 a.m. is like, that's like a normal early time. 5 a.m. is like, wow, can you get any earlier? 4 a.m. is like, okay, well, why did you even go to bed? Just stay up. I can stay up till 4 a.m. I always crash around 3. So you have people up till 3 a.m. and then you have people waking up at 5 a.m. So what's all that in between? 4 a.m. like, and if you're McDonald's, you're not just gonna close your restaurant at 4 a.m. That doesn't make any sense. These are the things I think about. I'm trying to solve this. I think this is a cop right here, so 10 and 2. I already got a parking ticket. It's impossible to park here. It's like, oh, let's have all these apartment complexes and all these houses, and let's not have anywhere to park. And also, let's not let them park on the street. You know, let's put these red signs everywhere saying, you will be towed immediately if you park here. And like at my apartment, I'm still on the waiting list to get a parking spot. So I'm forced to park on the street, like some kind of animal. You know, and there's not even a place to park on the street. It's just ridiculous. Like, you can't make every single lane a fire lane. It's like, just in case, okay guys, just in case a fire truck decides to park here, you know, let's keep it open. It's like, can you just designate a few places for the fire trucks? Just a few. Not all of them. Like, I haven't even seen a fire truck this whole time. They're getting better parking than me, and they don't even park there. You know, you gotta pay for street parking. You can't park on the street. It's a broken system. We just need one parking garage that's like 10 stories. Wouldn't that be something? I'd love to park there. Have a spot, knowing there's nothing like leaving the house and then coming back and not knowing if you're gonna have a spot to come home to. It really stops me from leaving, because I'll be like, oh, it's kind of late, I kind of wanna, you know, drive here, do this, or go buy this or whatever, and I would do those things, but I'm always like, well, but it's late and people have school tomorrow and I already have a parking spot, and if I leave, then I'm screwed and someone's gonna take my spot and I'm gonna be left driving around for 20 minutes. I'm just hoping nobody took my spot that I had earlier. Oh wait, there's a spot right here. Oh, that's like, it's almost too perfect. Wow. Someone must have had to go to work. And they thought, you know what? I'm gonna leave a spot right here for the first handsome guy that drives by. That's me. Wow. What a blessing. This is such a blessing. I love these backup cameras, man. Like, I don't know how I would drive if I didn't have backup cameras. I would have been in so many wrecks by now. It's not even funny. Whew. I rely way too much on my cameras. But it works, you know. All right. Well, hey, I'll see you later.